Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns shared a major announcement ahead of tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. The Tribal Chief will be competing in a massive triple threat match at WrestleMania 41 later this month. Reigns signed the contract to make his triple threat match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins official for WWE WrestleMania 41 during last week's edition of SmackDown. Ahead of tonight's show in Chicago, Reigns took to social media to reveal that he has new merchandise available for purchase. The head of the table showed off his new OTC shirt, and you can check it out in his post below. Paul Heyman disclosed to CM Punk that the triple threat match would be the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 41 during the contract signing last week. The Second City Saint revealed that was not the favor he was owed for agreeing to help Reigns at WWE Survivor Series 2024, and will reportedly be revealing what Heyman owes him during tonight's show. Seth Rollins attacked Roman Reigns after they were both eliminated by Punk in the men's Royal Rumble match. Reigns interfered in the steel cage match between Rollins and Punk last month on Raw, and inadvertently helped the Visionary emerge victorious by dragging him out of the ring. Wrestling veteran Tommy Dreamer predicted that Paul Heyman would betray Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 for an interesting reason. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Dreamer suggested that the Wiseman would play a major role in the finish of the match at the Show of Shows. The legend predicted that Heyman would side with Punk because he would bring him more money, as he is around more than Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman is currently aligned with Roman Reigns, but used to manage CM Punk back in the day. It will be fascinating to see what WWE has planned for the triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. Not just your average Monday Night Raw buzz, this was different, deeper. The kind of restless anticipation that crackles in the air before something huge happens. The kind of energy that had people clenching their signs tighter, checking their phones for rumors, whispering predictions that sounded more like prayers. Because tonight, Roman Reigns was back. It had been weeks since the Tribal Chief walked down the ramp with that trademark cold stare, that thick, heavy aura of greatness surrounding him like a force field. No championship around his waist anymore, no Paul Heyman clinging nervously at his side. Just the man himself, the one who ran WWE for over 3 years with an iron fist and godlike presence. Now he was returning, and he had promised one thing: a major announcement. Backstage, whispers spread like wildfire. Production crews speculated between camera setups. Wrestlers peeked out from behind curtains. Even Triple H, standing at Gorilla with arms crossed, looked more intrigued than usual. Roman hadn't told anyone what he was going to say, not even Heyman. He had arrived earlier in the day in a black SUV, alone, no entourage, wearing a plain white tee and sweatpants, no merch, no theatrics. Just Roman. And now the lights dropped. Ek no vili me. The familiar war cry thundered through the arena as the head of the table made his entrance. The crowd erupted. Chants of Roman, Roman, battled boos and cheers, a symphony of conflicted worship. He walked slowly, soaking in the moment, microphone in hand before he even hit the ring. The tension was thick enough to chew. When he finally stood at the center of the squared circle, he didn't speak right away. He just stared out into the crowd, letting the energy rise. Then he raised the mic. "I've been gone for a while." Pop from the crowd. Some cheers, some "we and Roman" chants starting. "I stepped away after WrestleMania, not because I was beaten, not because I was broken, but because I needed clarity." He paused, pacing slightly. "For years, I carried this company. I carried my family. I turned this place into the island of relevancy, and I did it better than anyone else in the history of this business." Boos and cheers. Roman smirked. "And now I see everybody scrambling, trying to fill the void. Cody's out here kissing babies. Seth's out here dancing in feathers. The bloodline, cracking. A visible change in his tone. Serious, almost regretful. I built something, and it's starting to fall apart. The screen behind him suddenly flickered. Footage of the bloodline played, Jay walking out, Jimmy turning, Solo going rogue. All the betrayal, all the chaos. Roman watched without turning around. This isn't what I built it for, he said quietly. I built the bloodline to protect our legacy, our blood, not to tear it apart. He finally turned to the camera. And that's why I'm out here tonight. Not to fight, not to claim what's mine, but to say something I never thought I would say. A long pause. I'm stepping away. The crowd gasped. Boos erupted. Shock spread like wildfire. Even commentary fell silent. Roman held up a hand. Not forever, but for now, I need to walk away from this ring. I need to rebuild what matters. I need to find the man I used to be, before the crown, before the obsession, before the paranoia. He looked straight into the hard cam. This business, it took a toll on me, on my body, on my family, on my soul, and I know a warrior doesn't retreat unless it's to prepare for the next war. A chant broke out. Thank you, Roman, echoing through the arena. I didn't come out here to say goodbye, Roman said. I came out here to remind you of something. He stepped forward, voice rising with intensity. When I come back, and I will come back, it's not gonna be as the tribal chief. It's not gonna be as some political mastermind. I'm coming back as Roman Reigns, the fighter, the gladiator, the one who bled to build this empire. The crowd roared. But until then, I'm leaving the island, and I'm leaving something else behind. He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a leather-wrapped object. It was a pendant, a golden one, the symbol of the tribal chief. He slowly placed it in the center of the ring. This is up for grabs now. Gasps, screams. Was he vacating his role, opening the door for someone else to claim the legacy? Roman turned toward the ramp. If someone wants it, prove you deserve it. Prove you're not just living off the name. You want to sit at the head of the table. He glared down the camera. Then bleed for it. He dropped the mic. No music, no pyro. Roman Reigns simply walked away, down the ramp, into the shadows of his own creation, leaving behind the most powerful symbol in wrestling, a legacy, unguarded. Backstage, chaos erupted. The locker room was abuzz. Who would be the one to step up? Solo Sikoa? Jey Uso returning for redemption? Jimmy with something to prove? Or maybe someone new, someone hungry, someone outside the bloodline entirely. Triple H was said to have called an emergency creative meeting immediately. Merch teams began printing "Who sits at the table" shirts before the segment even ended. Social media? Exploding. Hashtag Roman Reigns, hashtag Triple Crown, hashtag Legacy Left, hashtag Head Offitable. Within minutes, the footage of Roman laying down the pendant had over 2 million views. Meanwhile, Roman sat in his car, hoodie up, phone dark. He wasn't scrolling, he wasn't watching. For the first time in years, he felt still. Somewhere inside him, the fire still burned. But for now, it wasn't time to fight. It was time to watch. To see what his empire would become without him. And want to build on this? We could follow Solo's reaction, Cody eyeing the crown, or even Roman's return arc down the road. Let me know.